Initiated in 2002, the Clark County Spirit Awards focus on volunteers working to better our community. The address was held March 14 at Prairie High School. The three honorees from this year's program are Danielle Stinson, representatives from the Greater Vancouver Chamber of Commerce, and the Camp Hope Project.
They don't do it for the recognition, they do it for the work, they do it for the community who they are a part of. But for us, it's a very small thing that we can do to say that we appreciate it. You know, that we as a community appreciate their commitment to our citizens, their commitment to our county, and ultimately their commitment to be a part of the solution.
Danielle Stinson is one of Clark County's most dedicated and reliable park volunteers. A senior at Skyview High School, Danielle arrives at volunteer events enthusiastic and ready to work.
She finds time to do all this volunteer work. She finds time to do well in school. She finds time to, participate in activities with her family. She's just one of those people. I mean, she runs cross country as well. She's just one of those people who I think she really thrives on that activity and that interaction with people.
Danielle once spent hours hauling and spreading gravel to ensure that trails at Whipple Creek Park would remain open during the wet winter months. She has pulled out much of the English ivy at Luke Jensen Sports Park, braved the rain to remove cigarette butts during Make a Difference Day, and helped remove 10 cubic yards of leaves at Vancouver Lake Park. Danielle's commitment to giving back to the community is an inspiration to those around her.
You learn so much about yourself and what you want to do in life, so it's just a really great experience to get involved in, and it's so much fun. A lot of people relate volunteer work with the work part of it, but it's really not about that. It's about bringing everybody together and accomplishing a positive task.
Another award went to business members of the Greater Vancouver Chamber of Commerce. Last year, a group of chamber members contacted the county's Community Development Department staff about commercial building permits. They wanted to streamline and simplify permitting for commercial tenant improvements to help businesses locate, relocate, and expand.
Now it's much easier for a small business owner that goes in to understand what permits they need to do, what they need to do to legally operate a business in Clark County. So they're able to go in, there's now checklists, there's frequently asked questions, things to help them navigate the system. And the system's been streamlined in that there's smaller categories for them to be able to go into, so not everyone goes into one large pool. And then the other thing is by doing that and making it more efficient, it means that the county can charge business owners less for those permits.
Chamber members and county staff established a greater distinction between simple changes and extensive remodeling by defining procedures for business change only and business move in. By combining private and public perspectives, the group produced process improvements while continuing to keep buildings safe through changing needs and uses.
We all have the same mutual goals, which is to make small business successful in Clark County. When I'm approached by a group of professionals and we say, hey, we have some issues we'd like to talk to you about, let's brainstorm them collectively, it's a very positive experience.
The final award went to the Camp Hope Project. In 2012, a group of hardworking volunteers transformed a former Girl Scouts camp north of Battleground into a year-round outdoor education and enrichment facility. Former Clark County Commissioner Mark Bolt approached Carl Johnson, a Battleground school teacher who works with 7th and 8th grade students. Carl enlisted a small army of volunteers who have donated more than 3,000 hours to renovate classrooms, sleeping quarters, a caretaker's house, and infirmary.
I just left the camp just now. Mud on my shoes, and down there was Ruben Kula. It's 9 o'clock in the morning, and he owns a painting contracting firm, and he's got jobs to do. And he's down there really quickly painting a room for me. And I was just checking the camp, and I can name hundreds of those. Our board, the amount of trying to get this right. I was so happy to get the award, but the award is not Carl Johnson's award. The award is the community's award.
Less than a year later, Camp Hope is open for youth to gather, grow, and increase their sense of self-worth. Church groups, school children, Clark County Search and Rescue, and police canine units have all benefited.
I think there's no limit to what we could accomplish with that, with its location on the river, potentially a pedestrian bridge in the future across to Lewisville Park, and use for classroom and outdoor school. And I think many generations of youth in the county will value this in the future.
For their services as volunteers who donate their time, talent, and expertise to serve the public, the Clark County Spirit Award winners are this month's Our Personal Best.